There's a lot of assumptions where you feel like you could have done something better than the person that is actually facing that issue. Have you ever been in a situation where someone make decision and you'll be like, oh, if I were you, I would have done this? We are going to talk about that today. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is that girl Sumi. I make vlogs on lifestyle, entertainment, just a lot of things. And recently I have been pushing myself to new adventure, which is posting every day. So yeah, this is one of the vlogs. Just sit and enjoy. So as you can see on today's episode, I am here with my most beautiful, amiable fashionista, Mariya.
Far from that.
Why does the fashionista word mix it?
Far from that. That's the reality. That's the truth.
Okay, Mariya Abubakar, my colleague, friend, sweetheart, mother of my babies, because she's the surrogate mother. You know, she'll just give birth and I'll carry the children. So, anyways, yeah, I saw a post and we know us with opinion. We also have our opinion on stuff. Sometimes you'll be in a position where you see someone having issue or facing issue, reacting to something, and you feel like I could have done better. Well, this is one of those topics. We want to talk about it. And there's this post we saw on Hausa Room. It says, you will never truly understand marriage, divorces, childbirth, death of a loved one, parenting until it actually happens to you. Theories and assumptions of situations in life are not realities. You think you are smarter than most until life humbles you when it is your turn.
And somebody added, and also when you're getting a kishia. Which is true.
Okay, like a rival.
You cannot understand what the person is going through.
So, Mariya, what's your take on this? What's your take on people who tend to make assumptions on things?
Let me come on parenting first.
Oh, okay.
My children are very young, very very young. I've not really started parenting. I'll just say I have children, but then I've not started parenting. But then I do not believe that you should attack people or go around thinking, saying words or bad things about people's children. This boy is even spoiled. He even does this, he even does that. You don't know the effort the mother put in. You don't know the effort the father put in. Sometimes the children make decisions to be bad people on their own.
That's true.
Not young children, older children. They are mature enough. They know what's right. They know what's wrong. They pick to be, choose to be not good. Is it my fault?
No, people tend to mom shame. Like in our certain, there is this typical notion like if you're a mom, you shouldn't go out, you shouldn't have fun. Do you understand? You shouldn't.
Your life is all about.
It's all about. Yes, it's all about.
It's not just mom shaming. That's a marriage. It's kind of once you're married, your life revolves around your husband, the children, the house, the relatives coming to stay with you. You don't have a life.
You don't have a life. It's caged.
Yes, your
it's
life
like
has ended.
It's like for a man, there is. I don't want it to be before they say we're attacking men.
We're not attacking anybody. We're saying
it's like for a man, life enjoyment starts after marriage.
Yes.
But then for a woman, your enjoyment finishes after marriage.
Like abrupt stopping. And it's unfair.
All you have to do is you're just there to be a slave to the husband and the kids.
Take care of the babies to come. That's the children. Take care of the relatives. They're also babies.
And it tends to be so disappointing when you see, say, society looking at it that way, or women looking at a woman. Maybe a single person will be looking at a married person like that. Like you should stop and you're like, but try it first, then we'll see how you will react to it. Isn't that true?
Go into the marriage and see how it is, and then come and tell me to keep doing that.
So people tend to, when you talk about parenting, I haven't,
Yes.
So I'm not even in her stage because she's saying she's not parenting for me. I feel like you are doing massive parenting already, because there are certain attributes that you must have already put in your son.
Yes,
so definitely you have started. And
we have not even gone anywhere. That's the point.
And then you see someone looking at you with that, but it's like Mariya is not doing this. Why is she's not even
teaching the son to greet people? Yes. And I keep telling that son, and he would refuse. Honestly, he would look into their eye and refuse to greet them. What would I do?
Nothing. Basically, we'll just add with prayers. We all know that
usually
when it comes to
time
parenting,
they would do the greeting.
Yes.
But then I would tell him, and this boy would look at her and not So what do you want from me? It's not easy.
But have you ever gotten attacked from stuff like this. Like someone would
No,
tell
they
you,
would.
you don't.
People would not attack you. They would playfully say, "Naga Adil Dazu," and he refused to greet me. So it's not I am reporting him. It's just I'm just
telling you,
gisting
you're not doing a good job. Indirectly, you're not doing a good job.
That's it. So nobody can come and tell you. Let them tell you.
And
You
then-
answer them.
Let's talk about divorces. Do we have people in our lives that have actually gone through divorce? Yes, I would say. How about you?
No, but then I've had a sister. I have a sister that lost her husband. So
Oh,
that's losing a loved one.
that's society don't come for widows or widowers the
They
way
don't-
they don't come for them as much as
Okay,
they
the
come.
men. That's
Yes.
the men widow.
No,
What do you
no,
call
the
them?
men are widower.
Okay, let me understand. Who don't society come for?
Like, no, I meant the measure of it. They don't come for widows the way they come for divorce.
divorcees.
Yeah.
Actually, it's kind of the same. For
Seriously?
example, when we talk about suitors, it's kind of the same. It's not she did bad and then the husband sent her away, but then it's still the same.
It's
Maybe
still
she
like
had- she had
pressure.
it, the pressure is
Like she doesn't want to get married.
she's
like,
no.
she's
Why would
picky.
she not come? Thank you. Yes.
She's
Why?
picky.
Why would I not pick? I've been there. I don't want to come and enter one child 40.
The same
At least let me
people-
be sure.
Yes, the same people that tend to be like she's picky. Someone would look at that person as perfection for them. Like, if I were you, he's okay for me. I'm like, but you're not me. You're not me.
It's not even up to the standard I have measured to manage. Not to even the okay one. To even
Sometimes
manage.
I've come to realize something, Mariya. People tend to want you to do things that even they would not do.
Wouldn't do. Yes, that's true.
That's the reality of life that we're in right now.
And they would even
Somebody will-
advise you, like, I love you.
Yes,
do
that's
this,
why. Do it.
That's
It's
the-
better.
that's
It will
the
turn
way.
out. And then if they were
Do
in
this
that
and
same
pray over
position,
it. They will use religion to bundle you.
and then at the end of the day, you'll be the sad person.
You would be definitely. See, don't even listen to anybody telling you, me, is it not burning children? Is it difficult? Is it not just to burn and finish? That burning is not easy. If you have not gone through, and not even gone through with childbirth. Let me talk about childbirth. With childbirth, every birth, if you have 9 children, every
Everyone
of them is
are
different.
different.
You might have it easy with 8 of them, and then the last one might be the one that decides he wants to kill you.
Yeah, and you could stay all through, like on bed rest for
Yes,
the whole
you
month.
could.
For the whole 9 months.
9 months.
That's
it's
true.
that bad. And then come and tell me, is he not pregnant?
End of
Please don't tell me
babe, are you not a woman? This is not even the first one. Why are you behaving like this? You know, people tend to do that a lot. And
People do
honestly,
that.
if that same person would be pregnant at that exact moment, going through labor at that exact moment, they would be.
She would be more frustrated.
Talking
than
about this childbirth, I saw a post where an athletic woman was running with her 5-month-old pregnancy, and then a man posted it and said, look at how women out there are carrying 5 months pregnancy and running, but the Nigerian women are lazy. They'll do as if they are carrying cancer in their head.
What?
And I'm like, how can you
What?
even compare? This is what she does. This is her life. Every woman has her own
Is
strength.
it Nigerian women he's attacking because it's us that he
Yes,
knows?
it's us that is lazy. Any smart you'll be like, I'm pregnant.
Am I not? Seriously, am I not?
It's an unusual situation for women. So
It's an uncomfortable situation.
for 9 months, almost a year. So that's
9
serious.
months?
And the fact that it's coming from a man was really annoying. I'm
And
like,
you have
dude,
not even tried
you've
it."
never experienced it. So could you please just keep quiet and just go to that corner? Thank you. Thank
I
you.
am just pitying the wife of the man to be. Whether he's married, I pity the wife. If she's not married, I pity the wife to be. Because there might be no sympathy when she eventually gets
That's true,
pregnant.
and that's
Because
really
you're already
sad.
seeing people that are doing it. So she should also be like
Do
that.
it.
So why don't he find himself an athletic and then go and
then everything would be
impregnate?
easy.
It would be easier. It would be like he wants.
where would he see her? How many Nigerians are athletics? Okay. All
The
right.
Nigerian women that he's seeing, that he's doing ready for.
Let's talk about death of a loved one. Have you ever gone to a house where they've lost someone and then they are crying and then someone will be like, stop crying. We already know that there is death. Hausa people will be like, to me no kuka kuma. Me Allah me say she have it ba kuka. Kina kuka ba. Like they keep telling you not to cry. Like not to cry. And then when I lost my uncle recently and my aunties and everyone was crying, my grandma was crying. Oh my god, that's her last baby. The last born.
And
So
he was
there
the
is this.
first
He was like this favorite. So when she was crying, then someone was like, stop crying. I'm like, please allow her to cry. She lost someone. Even the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam cried when he lost.
He said you should cry, but don't wail.
Exactly.
And scream and say, why did you take him? Because it's not your decision. But then you are in pain.
But then you're in pain. So it's okay for tears to drop. You just have to just clean the tears. But
And
it's
keep
okay
praying
to
for
cry
the
and keep
person.
praying. But then someone is saying, do not cry at all. I'm like, am I a robot?
Be strong. Immediately I lost someone.
Yes.
Automatically.
Except
if he is not your loved one.
because you are a robot, you know.
Except if he is not a loved one, because it's not possible.
Have you even? But you know that you and I, we tend to cry for even people that we don't know. My auntie's tailor died. I've never met him, but she was crying. I cried with her. Do you get?
She
was crying. I mean, but I cried with her because I know how it feels to lose someone.
For her to cry.
For
he
her
is
to
just
cry.
a tailor.
Yes.
He's not even related.
He's not related to her. So definitely, it's okay to cry. Stop judging people. Like, we went to a place and she was crying. Before, what do you expect her to do?
You can even go and be saying, it's just her tailor that. Why did you not do like that to me? You say, is it not just your tailor that died? Why are you crying?
And then people will start
seriously
she's
allow everybody to bereave, to mourn, to what's the name? Mourn on their own.
Yes.
You lost someone you love. If it takes you one day to get over it, take one day. If you need a whole year, take a year. If you need more than a year, take whatever time you need. Everybody has time to process
Everybody has time.
Every person is different.
Like marriage, someone will see the way you're handling your marriage and will be like, if I were you, I would do this.
I'll handle my husband this
particular. Your husband hits you. So what? Stay now. You know there is people always tend to
and there she's staying now.
People always tend to have already this mindset, this decision they make, like, no, you can do this, you should take this. If you're making decision, they'll be like, no, your decision is wrong. Meanwhile, you are the person in that same position.
That's something people should make sure of. Talking about marriage, if you decide, you get advice from your friends, you get advice from your family members, you get advice from everyone, but then it's your decision. And if you decide, I want this particular person, don't forget it's only you and that particular person. No matter how good or how bad he is, you would be in a marriage with. He is or she is, yes, true. And if you decide based on what someone says, and then you enter that marriage, you cannot come and blame that person, because the person cannot force you to make that decision.
True.
Nobody, see, if you're holding a gun to the person's head and they are saying, oh yeah, choose me, if you choose, it's up to you. Sometimes it's better you die, get shot by that gun, than you choose this particular person. So make sure, understand that your decision affects you, like it or not. All the consequences, you would be the one to face them. He's a good man, I would enjoy it. He is a very, very bad man, I know. I said he would change. After marriage, I'm on my own.
Mariya,
I know what I'm getting used to.
He will change.
I know
you can change him. You can, there's that term. Oh my God, that term irritates me. You can change him like he's a TV that I'm just supposed to carry remote control.
Just change to good. Change to the good station.
On that argument, I always say you can't change a person. A person changes when they want to.
If they decide.
Just like Steve Harvey said, he said a man would change. A woman will be complaining he did not change, but then immediately he gets the right woman, he will change for that right woman.
Definitely.
So that's the same thing with a woman. She would change for the right person. A human being changes when they want to.
It's your decision to
But
make.
It's not you to make someone change. On what ground now?
If you use black magic, maybe it would work.
So basically, we've covered everything. It's just about you people that tend to judge people. You give people advice and then you end up judging them, like, oh, if I were her, I would have done this. Since she did not do this, honestly, you will never understand the situation until you are in that shoe. Just like the Kishia thing, like when your husband is planning on marrying another person, marrying another wife. When your husband is planning on marrying another wife, and then only you know how it feels. Like Islamically, it is halal, yes, but then God said it's one of the biggest tests for women. So if you should pass the test, there is a whole lot of blessing. But we all know that it is hard to share our phones, it's hard to share our husbands, it's hard to share everything. So when you're sharing, the most loved thing, the most loved. Hi, boo boo.
There is pain. It's painful.
You know, so people tend to react differently. Now, we're not saying that we're giving room for people to overreact in the term of hurting yourself or hurting someone else, but then people react differently, and you need to respect that.
Yes, that's
You
true.
need to respect
Everyone
that.
has his opinion.
So you need to respect that. Please stop judging. Stop judging. Leave people to live their life.
Don't
not
judge us when we're parenting.
Yeah.
Don't judge us when we're giving birth. Don't judge us when we're doing kishi. Please allow us to feel what
And
we
definitely
are feeling.
do not judge when it comes to marriage issue, especially if you are not in that exact situation, which is really hard for someone to find himself in the same situation as
you
the
are.
person.
True.
You know, it's really hard at the same time. So please, let's just be considerate. Let's put people's opinion and people's mind in consideration,
True.
before. So yeah, with that being said, anything you want to say more?
Please don't disturb us if we are doing kishi. Please allow us to do our kishi. Don't tell us no.
Well, that is it. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of our opinion with Mariya. And if you have any opinion, if you have ever experienced something like that, if you have seen someone close to you experience something like that, like people around you judging you on particular issue, please share it. Let's hear your thoughts and your opinion on the comment section below. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up. I love you. Mariya loves you too.
Yes,
love.
we love you. We love you.
Until next time, it is that girl Sumi signing out. Au revoir.